My shift in spectatorship came very suddenly and specifically out of the influence of the women's movement, so that films that I'd loved, films that had moved me, I was suddenly watching with different eyes. Instead of being absorbed into the screen, into the story, into the mise en scène and the beauty of the cinema, I was irritated. And instead of being an absorbed spectator, a voyeuristic spectator, a male spectator as it were, I suddenly found I'd become a woman spectator who watched the film from a distance and critically, rather than with those absorbed eyes.
The conventional portrayal of women in classical cinema is criticized by feminist film theory. Its aim is to accurately depict female subjectivity and desire in film. The psychoanalytic analysis of the male gaze and the semiotic study of the woman as an image both made a significant contribution to film studies. Feminist film theory shifted from a binary concept of sexual difference to numerous perspectives, hybrid identities, and potential spectatorships. The significance of women's visibility and representation in cinema is emphasized by feminist philosophy. It advocates for portrayals of female characters who are diverse and complex, driving beyond stereotypes and one-dimensional roles. It encourages films to subvert gender norms and present diverse narratives that showcase women's agency, strength, and complexity. Feminist theory calls for films that challenge and deconstruct patriarchal norms and empower marginalized voices. Female filmmakers and their distinctive perspectives are valued in feminist theory. It asks the film industry to provide women with greater opportunities and support. One of the most influential figures of feminist film theory, Laura Mulvey, defined the male gaze and studied how it functions in modern film industry. According to her, mainstream cinema portrays the viewer, who is often considered to be male, as an active, voyeuristic observer from a masculine point of view. The male protagonist or male characters are the center of the camera's attention, objectifying and sexualizing the female characters. Because of this, women are assigned to being passive objects of pleasure for male spectators. Mulvey states that women are frequently portrayed in movies as objects to be sought and gazed upon. The male gaze is commonly applied to them through camera angles, framing, and narrative conventions. Mulvey suggests that alternative cinema forms can challenge the male gaze and provide other representations of women. These genres include experimental, avant-garde, and feminist filmmaking. These different approaches frequently disrupt dominant narrative frameworks, question gender stereotypes, and provide women with more complex and powerful representations.
Ça fait des années que je rêve de faire ça. Mourir. Courir.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire rises against all the issues of conventional cinema that are mentioned by the feminist film theory. The movie emphasizes the value of female solidarity and ties. A strong bond forms between the lead characters that enable them to support and understand one another. The movie emphasizes the power that women have when they band together and support one another in a patriarchal culture. Rather than focusing on conventional women issues, it shows what is unusual for the male audience, but most common for female audience. And even tell others to look at it.
Regardez.
The movie subverts the male gaze by focusing on the female characters' perspectives and experiences. It emphasizes their agency and desires, rather than presenting them as objects of desire for male viewers. The absence of male characters in most of the film allows for a more intimate exploration of the female characters' lives and desires. The movie doesn't allow the audience to see a sexualized body, but rather portrays a natural state for women to be. In addition, the sex scenes are substituted with scenes that connotate an intimacy. The movie presents a female gaze in its portrayal of desire, love, and intimacy between women. The film emphasizes the emotional and sensual connection between Marianne and Eloise, highlighting their desires and experiences from a female perspective. Portrait of a Lady on Fire offers a feminist critique of historical gender norms and explores the themes of agency and female unity. It challenges traditional narratives and provides a nuanced portrayal of women's experiences, making it a significant contribution to feminist cinema.